as we say every single Monday morning, tis a vibe. What is up, nerds? It's me, your buddy pal, Hey Archer. Welcome back to Nerdy Coffee here on Nerd Affiliated. I'm not going to lie. I was enjoying the banter going on in the chat. Like, sometimes I am ready on time. I'll pull it up on my phone because my phone is like my monitor to see like what's going on. And I'll be like just reading you guys talking to each other. Love it. Love it. Want more of it. But this is your Monday morning support group, your Monday morning news show. Sit back, relax, enjoy a nice. Enjoy a nice, hot, especially on this cold day, hot cup of brew. Ooh, and talk about the news. There's so much. So I think I say that every week too. There's so much to talk about, but there is. It truly is a lot. I actually had to keep deleting stories off my notepad because otherwise we would have been here for like 90 hours. It's insane. It's insane. But I hope all of you guys had a wonderful holiday weekend. I know it, as per usual, it ended too soon. Just ended too soon. But we're here together. We will get through this together and attack this week full on. So, hope you guys are well. Let me, finishing up getting some links open here. That's depressing. Not the links part, just what I saw on my screen. And yeah, how are you guys doing? I saw somebody said, I need this morning. Who was that? Let's see. You have Cutthroat in the house. Good to see you. He says, good morning, all. Get your coffee and breakfast. It's Nerdy Coffee 46. It's true. It's true. It's damn true. He's also saying hi to JB. He's saying hi to Rolando. As we mentioned, JB's in the house. JB's listening in from work. And Cutthroat had asked JB if there's any sales going on. JB says, of course. I don't even know where to start. Mega J and Jeffrey from Lyle's Figure Files broke a ton down. They did. I saw that was a stream yesterday. I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I know Mega J released a shorter version. So I'll check that out for sure. Yukon Phil in the house. Good to see you. General Kenobi. Good to see you. So that's who it was who said, I need this. I love that. Sal in the house. Good to see you. He says, I'm sitting here. Got a hot cup. Let's do this. There you go. Let's see here. Dave in the house. Good to see you. Saying good morning to everybody. Everybody saying hi to each other. Legacy in the house. Good to see you. If you guys get a chance, actually, if somebody wants to throw the link in the comments, actually, I realize Legacy has a wrench. He could throw it in there too, but whoever wants to throw the link in the comments, Legacy did a 2-year, and sorry, I mumbled because I was like struggling to see how to word it, but I'll say it this way. He did a 2-year anniversary stream last night in honor of JDF, and I know for a lot of people, it's weird when people talk about it like continually, but I think it's good to talk about. And I think in the way that they were talking about it, it was more of a like celebration of life stream, not a like depressing, we lost him, almost 2 years ago? Was it just a year actually? I'm forgetting. I think it was a year, but it was your second stream about it, if I remember. So, definitely check it out. It was a good stream. A lot of people were in the chat. So go check it out. And yeah, Sal saying, sweet shirt, bro. Tell me where I can get it. Ayo, but just kidding. You can pick up this shirt and more over at nerdaffiliated.com. There you can also find links to all of our shows, the podcast. You can donate to the channel since we're in YouTube jail. Help us, stay afloat. Join the Nerd Foundation for just $1 a $1 Chuck. And we'll be doing the next member exclusive podcast, hopefully this week or next week. That's what it's looking like. So yeah, nerdaffiliated.com. And again, all our cool merch. I didn't do a Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale on the merch this year. I don't know why. But I also am of the camp that Black Friday is a scam. Because I feel like, I loved it. There was this TikTok video or Instagram video, I'm not sure what it was on first, going around of the girl in Target, like pulling the Black Friday price tag, and behind it was the normal price tag, and it was the same price or the same sale price. And I was like, that's been all year. Like all year. First of all, I say you should be smart with your purchasing. Things are expensive. We've talked about it before. Be smart with the purchases. If there's something you're looking for, check out the pricing. See what it does. Amazon, actually, if you put something in your cart and then you take it out of your cart, save for later, they notify you when the prices go up and down. So you can get an idea of what it costs. Go for it. So a lot of the Black Friday deals I saw, I was kind of like, seen it. I think the one outlier was Sideshow Collectibles. I went over, saw they had a 45% off button, 35% off button, 25% off button. So when you click on each one, it tells you which items are on sale. The 45% off was shit nobody wanted. So I was like, all right, F you then. Because then everything else was the normal sale prices. Who's the other one I just had it in my brain? There was another one in my brain, and I was just like, that's nothing. But, that's why I was like, I'm not gonna play into it this year. I give you guys sales from time to time. Stay tuned, or just buy the merch. Either one. Sorry, that was just like soapbox there. T3 in the house. Good to see you. We have a nice bot that has entered the stream from Twitch. Good to see you. Dave says, I'm feeling kind of cult of personality vibe today. It's true. It's true. T3 says Entertainment Earth has 25% off. So you can go check that one out. Sal giving him big ups for that. And shouting out Legacy last night for his stream. Patrick in the house. Good to see you. And T3, you hit 1,000? It happened? Hang on, let me go check it out. Let's go check it out. He did. Where's my screen? T3. Oh, I'm not subscribed under this. There you go. Boom. You got another one. I have way too many emails tied to Gmail, so sometimes I forget. Shout out to T3. Congrats on 1K. That's awesome. That is awesome. Sorry, it takes me a while to switch back and forth now that my pedal's not working. I think I have a fix for it, so I'll try. Patrick says, Black Friday was awesome. I saved so much money on not buying anything. I love that. Love that. Nathan in the house, good to see you. What's up, everyone? Got my regular coffee and my nerd coffee this morning. Let's go. Nathan in the house, good to see you. Yep, Dave says, a lot of deals, but with my current situation, sorry, the timestamp, there it is. The eCam was blocking the text with a timestamp. A lot of deals, but with my current situation, I'm not buying priorities. I may even sell a few figures. Shake my head. Yeah. Shout out to Dave. He's going through it right now. I think we've all had those moments where we go through it. So if everybody could send some hashtag positive vibes to Dave. And then if Dave does end up selling some stuff, hook a brother up. Hook a brother up. Steve in the house. Good to see you. He says I'm buying some nerdy, or he's having some nerdy tea. Love that. There you go. Everybody saying congrats to T3. Love it. Love it. Want more of it. The other one, Ever So Close. I'll just show it real quick, then we'll get the show on the road. Wow, it's already 9:17. Damn. If you guys can make sure, if you've not done so, for those of good taste, our boys Lenny and Dante, if you can give them a subscribe, they are 4 away from 100. We gave them a good push last week. I think that was on Hey Archer Live. Not last week, that would have been the week before. So, Nerdy Coffee. Some of you watch Nerdy Coffee, not Hey Archer Live. So, those of you here today who may not have subscribed, if you do me a favor, let's get the boys to 100. They've been doing the God's work all year. And I enjoy their show every single week. This week's in particular, with the title there, Welcome to the Gentleman's Club. I will say, when they get to that story, I almost peed myself. So check out for those with good taste. All right. We will start off the show with, I was going to do last week's releases. I have, this week's releases. I still got to work on reorganizing that. So I'm just going to talk about what I watched last week. And tied into a bit of a misconception. I am, they're at 99. Can we get one more? I keep refreshing it. They need one more. They're at 99. I'm going to talk and have it on screen at the same time. I feel like we can do it. I am all in on freaking Invincible Season 2. I'm loving it. That's what I watched last week. It is amazing. Amazing. And in watching Invincible, I realized that there is no, I mean, I can't say there's zero, but there's the superhero fatigue in the realm of Disney and DC is not the sheer amount of content, it's the quality of content. Because as I'm watching Invincible, boom, Phil with the last minute 3-pointer, boom, for those good tastes at 100. Thank you all. Now we got to somehow let Lenny know. How can we do that? If you guys go on Instagram, are they still using Instagram that much? I'm not sure. You know what you can do? Click on one of the videos, tell them congrats on 100, come back to this video. It's fine. I'm cool with it. Just come back. But Invincible is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I find myself things are about to happen on the show, and I'm like, all right, how are they going to try to break the norm and do something different that I wouldn't expect? And then they sometimes do it and then take it another step forward. I'm like, holy shit. It is great. It's a great show. If you've not watched Invincible, the cartoon, you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, I do have one friend, Chris. Shout out to Chris. He does not like the show because he thinks it's too bloody. And I can understand. There's even the episode I was watching yesterday. There's just I could get a paper cut and it's just blood everywhere. But I don't know. I love that. I love that about it. And I love that they try, this is gonna sound real stupid. They try to keep real physics a thing when dealing with non-heroed people. So as a person, I've said this time and time again. If I was falling from a building and Invincible was oh, I'll catch you, and tries to do a comic book style, he just waits there and then you land in his arms, my neck would snap. My arms would snap because of the velocity and then the sudden stop. So they try to do that and almost make fun of the superhero trope of yeah, like if somebody was free falling, I could just catch them and they're good, you know? So I love it. I absolutely love it. Make sure you check out Invincible if you've not done so. Also, I forgot to say, hit the like button if you've not done so. We have 12 watchers, 3 likes. Smash that shit. Smash that shit. Also with Invincible, this week I was watching and I was like, that voice sounds very familiar. Holy shit, it's Optimus Prime. So the voice actor of Optimus Prime has entered the arena on Invincible. Going to the chat here, Steve says he's loving the season. Kenobi says that it's dope. Sal says, let me tell you something. My only complaint with Invincible is it's just like the comic. It makes it a pinch boring my brain just now was like struggling. It makes it a pinch boring for me because I already know it, but I love the commitment to the source. Dave says, too bloody, watch Spawn from HBO back in the day. True. The blood is very anime. Love it. Yep. Mark must have his red blood cells on 100. Yep. That's true. It's true. I don't know what's going on with me today. The Lord of the mic. Maybe the mic's like blocking some of my view there. Yeah. Let's check out Invincible. What I also need to check out is that new Godzilla show. I'm hearing good things about that. So if you're watching Godzilla, let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys all think about it. I am very interested. Very interested. All right, going into nerd news. Then we'll do nerd news. We'll do box office, and then we'll cap off with our crowdfunding watch, if you would. Monarch, that's what it's called. Monarch is fantastic. Kenobi says he also wants to watch Monarch. Nice. All right. So one of the cooler things last week that kind of got swept under the rugs. I feel like we just get all sorts of cool news left and right from, all the different fandoms that we follow. We pretty much have the main roster for the upcoming Superman movie. Can I hide this? No, because I'm not logged in. Oh, I can. There you go. So we already knew we had David Cornsweet as Superman. This was revealed during the lockdowns, so I don't think we covered it. I'm trying to remember, actually. I don't think we did, but we have Superman. We now have our Lex Luthor. So that was the big announcement last week. Very meta right here that Nicholas Hoult gets announced as Lex Luthor. At the same time, I guess I'll try not to spoil it in case, but at the same time that another kind of character of his has reemerged. So I thought it was very meta that happened in the same week. Lois Lane, Rachel Brosnahan. They just don't know like normal last names anymore. So we have our Lois Lane. We have our Jimmy Olsen, Skylar Gisnado. There you go. This is a bad picture. Unless he's just older. I mean, he looks older than Lois Lane to me. But whatever. See? Eve Tess Schmasher. I don't know this character. Sarah Sempiao. Maybe. Cutthroat says, I've never heard of these actors. The rest of the Authority is being cast now. Okay. Oh, is that a comic thread that I'm not aware of? The Authority? Finally, somebody we recognize. Guy Gardner, played by Nathan Fillion. I'm happy Nathan's in it. Like, I want to just cross that off the list. Huge, here at the channel, we're huge Nathan Fillion fans. I don't know if Guy Gardner was the move. unless they want Hal Jordan to be a younger actor. But I feel like Nathan Fillion would have been a better Hal Jordan, which I believe he voiced in one of the cartoons. Somebody could check that for me. I also think he would have been he would have been great Blue Beetle, but I do want Alan Ritchson to play Blue Beetle. So I think I'm fine with it. T3 says the Authority is a team of villains that are like the boys, from my understanding. Oh, okay. Cool. Hawk Girl, Isabella Merced. Don't think we need another Hawk Girl at this point. Or Hawkman. I think we needed a break, following Black Adam and following the DC Legends of Tomorrow, but whatever. The Engineer. I have no idea. Maria Gabriela de Farah. No idea what the Engineer is. So we have a lot of homework on our hands. But as you can see, we do have some time to get to it. Rolling on. I just want to remind everybody that we do have our official Letterboxd live. Let me go to lists. It is full of ads. Oh my God. Where is my list? Here we go. So we have our Letterboxd live. Link will be down below in the description. You can search Nerd Affiliated. I'm also going to link down below Sal's own list. Sal has the Carpe Noctem list. And I look forward to starting the DCEU James Gunn universe. That's something I am very excited to do. So make sure you head over there. Check out both the lists we have here. We're going to be adding some more as we go on. And it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see where James Gunn takes us. All right, next up. Oh, wait, let's see here. Sorry. Sal says Blue Beetle, Alan Ritchson as Ted Cord. I mean, that could work too. But I feel like Booster Gold is such a dapper, comedically Ken looking character that's where I feel like Alan could do that very well. I think Alan is self-aware enough to go full goofy, and people making fun of him and him looking sad about it. Ironically, I think he could pull that off. So that's why I kind of want him to play Booster Gold. Dave says the Engineer worked with the Thinker on CW Flash. Oh, okay. All right. T3 says Glenn Powell for Booster Gold. I'm not remembering who that is. Yeah, Alan Richardson. Who do you think I was saying before? Oh, you probably missed the Booster Gold part. Got it. Kenobi says, I finally watched Blue Beetle and liked it. A lot of Mexicans. Yes. Yeah, Blue Beetle's good movie. Let's can I go back to my list real quick? I still don't know how to use Letterboxd. Sorry. Here we go. All right, so we don't have a lot of DCEU movies. I know. You're probably yelling at the screen right now. It's fine. But I have Blue Beetle at number 5. So dead smack in the middle. Number 1 being Batman v Superman, the Snyder Cut. Not the original cut, the Snyder Cut. I then have The Flash, Wonder Woman, The Suicide Squad, Blue Beetle. Finishing off the list, Justice League, the original cut, Wait, no. Yeah. Justice League original cut, then Justice League Snyder cut, Suicide Squad, Man of Steel, Wonder Woman 84. I feel like I missed. Yeah, there he is. Aaron Waller in the house. Good to see you. I feel like Jason Sudeikis would get cored. It kind of looked like him in the pixelated painting thing in the movie. Oh, I'd be down for that. For sure. Oh, the guy from Top Gun Maverick. Yeah. Yeah, he'd be a good Booster Gold. I can see him doing Hal Jordan as well. I feel like he may have some comedy bits to him. That could work for sure. Blue Beetle was good, but slow in the beginning. Yeah, 1,000%. We were all group chatting. Sal, myself, Anthony, and Aaron. And Sal and I believe, started Blue Beetle at the same time. And then one of us paused. I think Sal maybe paused, and I kept going. I couldn't remember. But we both got through the first like 30 minutes at the same time. And we were just like, oh my God, like this sucks, man. like I'm tired of like everything jokey, whatever. Like, give us like some, like, you could be more mature with movies that kids can watch. Like, it doesn't have to be one giant slipping on a banana peel joke, And I think the turning point of the movie, it's going to sound stupid. It kind of is when he gets the Beetle attached to him. But then the halfway mark, I don't want to like say anything to like give stuff away. About the halfway mark of the movie, when it takes a very Black Panther twist. By the way, nothing in the movie is original. Everything in the movie, I'm like, oh, that's from this movie, that's from this movie, that's from this movie. It takes a Black Panther twist. And that's when I was like, all right, this is a good movie. Solid C. Dawn of Justice was miserable. Yeah. Archer, we have totally different rankings. We do. Sal says, I liked it a lot. The middle end really comes together strong. Exactly. The first big fight changed everything. Rolando in the house. Good to see you. Yeah. So that's my list. I don't know. I feel like Wonder Woman 84, completely unwatchable. And I feel like The Flash made Man of Steel unwatchable to me. Sorry. Sorry. All right. I wanted to talk about some major news that also happened last week, just after we finished. Dave Filoni got a promotion. Shout out to Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni, promoted at Lucasfilm, will oversee the next generation of Star Wars movies and shows. False. Right there, false. Says here, a major change up behind the scenes of Lucasfilm has taken place as Dave Filoni moves to become the head of Star Wars movie and TV production. False. That is not true either. Dave Filoni is, this part's true, Lucasfilm's chief creative officer, giving him a much larger control over the future of Star Wars. Yes, that is true. Now, I'll keep going in a second. If you told me this 2 years ago, I would have been ecstatic. I would have been jumping over the hills. God bless Dave Filoni. God bless everybody who made him get this job. Jon Favreau, all of them. The last couple Star Wars shows have made me a bit iffy on it. Here's why. I don't know anymore where Kathleen Kennedy's control starts and ends. That line is starting to become very blurred for me. To talk about Ahsoka for a second, the best episode of the season to me was the, for lack of better phrasing, World Between Worlds episode, even though that's not where she was. But to me, that was the best one. Visually, cool things were happening. It was nice to see other things in real life versus the Clone Wars cartoon. But at the end of the day, there was no resolve in that episode. like nothing was really learned. She just like changed. She went from Gandalf the Gray to Gandalf the White, as pointed out by General Kenobi's bunker. So that being the best episode, but like it not making any sense, made me think back to like other Dave Filoni episodes of the shows. And I'm like, all right, how much control does he have here? Like, there, because here's the other part too. There's a whole team of like story keepers, you could say. Like, there are people hired to make sure that all the projects follow like a story. It's not just the director and the producer. Like, there's like a group that does that. So I was like, all right, you made this episode that doesn't it doesn't really match anything. It doesn't solve anything. Sorry. Whoa, sorry about that. It doesn't solve anything. It doesn't do anything. So like, do they just let Dave focus on that while they worked on the other? Like, I don't know. So this needs to be a James Gunn scenario. We need to see the first project that Dave runs start to finish, like the whole show, and see if it's different quality than what we have been getting. If that makes sense. Also, we'll go here to theorg.com and look at Disney. So Dave Filoni is executive vice president and chief creative officer. But that's still all under Kathleen Kennedy, who is president of Lucasfilm. So I don't know what that ends up doing. Like he's not Kevin Feige. Like Kevin Feige is same rank as Kathleen Kennedy. So Kevin has more say on all the DC projects. Sorry, DC. All the Marvel projects than people think. Maybe they don't think. I'm not sure. But again, going back down here, he's just a chief creative officer. Looking around here, a lot of jobs that you may not realize exist. You know, the Skywalker sound person, visual effects person, franchise production. You know, they have their own HR team. That's insane to me. So I love this website for showing like the breakdown of, you know, the different jobs and whatnot. But here you have EVP, live action development and production. So like, does she have more say than Dave? Are they on the same page? I mean, they are both EVPs, but who knows? Who knows? So I got to see it. I'm at the point now with Star Wars, with Disney. Like, you got to show me enough of the, oh, that sounds great. You got to show me. Is Filoni's new title meant to be a scapegoat? I love that concept. I think I saw it on your channel. Did I comment that on your channel? I'm forgetting where I saw that first, but I think so. Personally. I wouldn't be surprised. And that's why it's like, I got to see it. I got to see the first movie that comes out with Dave being in that position. And actually, where's John at? John, is it John, just Jon? Why am I not seeing Jon Favreau on here? Jon Favreau. Let's go back. Jon Favreau's not on the list. Why is he not on the list? Does John not work for Disney technically anymore? Interesting. I feel like he was on this list before. Interesting. All right. All right, that deserves a deeper dive at a later time. So yeah, got to see it to believe it. All right, moving on to Power Rangers. Again, shout out Legacy of Nerd. He talked about this last night. We got our first look at the new Green Ranger that will be in the book written by Amy Jo Johnson, a.k.a. the OG Pink Ranger. And see this picture. Here we go. Legacy of Nerd did show some leaks on his Instagram. I believe it was a picture of just this before we had confirmation that it was a girl. We suspected maybe it would be the daughter of Tommy and Kimberly. And sure enough, that is who it is. I'm excited for it. I'm always down for more Boom Studios Power Ranger series. I hope this means more Boom Studios comic versions of action figures. I do want more of that. With everything going on at Hasbro, don't know if it's going to happen. I still want my street gear Power Rangers. That I've wanted since that comic came out. But what's interesting is Daniel pointed out, a.k.a. Legacy of Nerd, that there are people who are upset about this. There are people legit upset that the Green Ranger is going to be the daughter of Tommy Oliver and Kimberly Hart. Sounds like Kim and Tommy got busy in a Burger King bathroom. It's true. But like, what's there to be upset about? You know, like he pointed out, you know, there's people who will always, you know, call the Mary Sue card, the nepotism card. My man's dead. Sorry to say it. My man's dead. We have to see that, respect that. And even though it's not live action, I'm not trying to take advantage here, but let's build that into the story. Let's build it into the story. And allegedly the comic series is, and it was weird. I saw the art for the comic series and I was like, oh, that looks like Austin St. John's animations for his comic book. But nonetheless, the thought is, what if the Power Rangers just didn't quit being Power Rangers? Like, what if they never left to do the Peace Summit and everybody just kept going? So if we're going to do that what if storyline and they're not changing, you know, they're not getting the Zeo powers, then they're not getting the turbo powers, like they can just stay Mighty Morphin the whole time. One, sign me up. I feel like everybody has wanted that forever. Two, eventually they do have to age out or die and pass mantles on if we're going to do that storyline, take that angle. So I don't know what there is to be mad about other than potential clickbait here. I mean, was Tommy, when he came into the show, was he OP? Was he Mary Sue? Like he showed up and fucked them all up. One on 5. Jumped in the Zord. Beat the shit out of all of them. You didn't complain then. So why complain now? I don't understand. Now, if she has 0 martial arts skills, then maybe you have an argument. But then I would even raise you and say Billy had 0 martial arts skills and nobody complained. He learned martial arts as time went on from Jason and Tommy. So I don't get it. Anybody who's complaining about this, eat a dick. Sorry. Catching up on the comments here. I'll go back up to the Kathleen Kennedy ones after. Cutthroat says, check out Valaverse White Dragon action figure 2-pack. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of disappointed with them. I might still buy it, but I was a little disappointed. I got to see the final in hand. Dave says people are butthurt because in the show, Tommy wound up with Kat and had a kid named JJ, but it's the multiverse of Power Rangers. Go for it. Yes. So in the Legacy, what is it? Soul of the Dragon. In the Soul of the Dragon comic book that JDF signed for me, he has a son, and the son is with Kat because Kimberly left. So again, in this being a what if story, even though that one's not canon technically, if Kimberly never left, would he still be with her? That's the idea. If you're up to date with the comics, you should totally be fine with a new Green Ranger. There you go. There you go. I think it's cool that we get a female Green Ranger. I only watched MMPR and read MMPR TMNT. I'm not the biggest fan to start picking up the toys. There you go. Billy in the house, good to see you. What do you miss? You missed everything. Kidding. Yeah. So I'm excited for it. There's a crowdfund going on right now to get a lot of extras with your book. Apparently, it hit its goal in like 45 minutes, I think, Billy. Daniel said yesterday. So definitely check that out. Check it out for sure. All right. Real quick, if you head over to Nerd Affiliated on Instagram, that's where we also will continue to post news that comes out, right away. You also will find updates when we do release new content, such as, speaking of comic books, Rambling Nerd's latest review of a Nightwing issue or series. So make sure you check that out on the channel. Anthony will be going all in on the comics once again, now that we've kind of wrapped up our, for the moment, Ghostbusters cosplay. I did want to real quick go back and address some of the Dave Filoni comments. Dave's Dimension said, I just want Kennedy gone. Sal said, we all do. Once she's gone, balance will be brought back to the Force. I agree. I think he's too busy with all the Marvel projects. Oh, talking about Jon Favreau. The Google machine says he's only in charge of The Mandalorian. Oh, okay. But I thought he'd still be under payroll if he's doing that. I know there's another one. It says it looks like Favreau left Lucasfilm this year. That's telling. That's telling. I swear to God, if Disney lost Jon Favreau for a second time, it's them. They're the problem. They are the problem. If Jon Favreau left Disney again because of their, control over things, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Billy, the show starts at 9, guy. That's funny. All right. Moving on. Where was I? I have too many tabs open. All right. We have the reveal of a new Karate Kid movie. Just gonna check my notes real quick. Make sure I hit everything else. I think I did. Damn, I didn't even hit half the stuff on my list. Holy shit. All right. We'll have to be to be continued. We have a new Karate Kid movie. And this announcement happened this week. I didn't watch this yet. I wanted to watch it with you guys. I thought if they were doing a Karate Kid movie, it would, and Jackie Chan was involved, they would link up the Karate Kid movie, like the Jaden Smith movie, with Cobra Kai. But I'm getting the impression this is a whole new thing. So Let's find out today. But first, let's meet our contestants.
Hi, everyone. We've got big news.
We're starring in a new Karate Kid movie together.
That's big news. But we even have bigger news.
Bigger than that?
We're looking for next Karate Kid.
That's right.
Do you think they're in the same room together? I feel like they're two different continents CGI'd together.
Global search for the star of our new film starts right now. So let's wax on, wax off, everybody.
You mean
God,
check it
that was
on,
terrible.
check it off, hang it up?
Maybe the new Karate Kid will have to do it all. I'm excited. You excited?
I'm very, very excited.
Let's do it. Learn more about this new role.
Submit your audition video.
Check out the Karate Kid casting call starring Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio. Upcoming release date December 13th, 2024. 2024. The synopsis. Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio are looking for the next Karate Kid to star in the new Karate Kid movie. Global search starts now. What the fuck? What was that? So you're doing a new Karate Kid movie. It must be linking the two because it still said he's Mr. Han. So it must be linking Daniel LaRusso and Jackie Chan's universes respectively. But why do you need to search for a new Karate Kid? You literally have an entire 2 schools worth of people in Cobra Kai. Like, do you think this is going to... Do they think that this video is going to grab casual Karate Kid people to be interested again? Is that what's happening? That's wild. That is wild. Sure. Sure. Ralph looks stiff. Yep. That was green screen or AI or CGI. Yep. Interesting. Wishing we still had Pat here. 1,000%. Yeah. KO in the house. Good to see you. That was bad. I'm sorry. That was bad. Oof. This is gross. That was gross. Moving on, because we're running out of time. Sorry, I just gotta check something real quick. All right, moving on. Hasbro, we'll do this story. It's gonna roll us into crowdfunding, ending on box office. Hasbro has finally ditched the Selfie Series. Shout out to Ghostbusters News. I didn't even notice that the Selfie Series was no longer on the website or on the app. I use the app all the time. No idea that was even gone. So it's finally over. The Selfie Series project is done. Let's see what Ghostbusters News has to say.
Hasbro's customizable Selfie Series, which allowed fans to immortalize themselves as a highly detailed action figure, has been reportedly discontinued. Now, Ghostbusters News was first tipped off of this news last week by Extraplasm podcast host Jim Maritato. Following rumors swirling after all mentions of the toy line, they were pulled from the Hasbro Pulse app and website.
That girl at the end was the only one that looked like her figure. The girl with the Hoth Leia suit. That was literally the only one.
All mentions of the toy line, they were pulled from...
Yeah. That's the only one of the 3 that actually looked like the the figure.
The Hasbro Pulse app and website. While we were looking to investigate further, the Star Wars-centric fan site Rebel Scum, they just posted a response direct from Hasbro which reads, Thank you for contacting us about Hasbro Selfie Series. We have discontinued the Selfie Series platform, and it has been removed from the Hasbro Pulse app. We also want to inform you that we are no longer accepting new orders for Hasbro Selfie Series figures. If you have already placed an order and need further assistance, please contact Hasbro Pulse.
So are you getting it or you're not getting it if you place the order? Shout out to Hasbro.
We appreciate the support and enthusiasm shown by all the fans who participated in this innovative personalization platform. The Selfie Series abrupt end, it is quite surprising as earlier this year a revamp to the app was announced which would have added eyeglasses, sculpted beards, mustaches, and new hairstyles. These options were available to those attending this year's San Diego Comic-Con, with a widespread release initially planned for last month. Launching in September of 2022 and exclusively to those within the United States, the price of a Selfie Series figure, it was at $59.99. Fans, they were able to choose select body sculpts from popular licenses under the Hasbro banner, including Star Wars, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, Marvel, and of course, Ghostbusters. And as you're seeing here in previous coverage here on Ghostbusters News, I attempted to make myself as an action figure using the Hasbro Pulse app, and it produced somewhat questionable results. Of course, if we happen to hear any more regarding exactly what happened to the Hasbro Selfie Series and why it was discontinued, we'll be sure to report on it, so keep posted to GhostbustersNews.com and right here on our YouTube channel. With that said, that's all I've got for you for this one.
So, the concept was there. Patrick said it as well. The concept was there. I think where this program really dropped the ball was you're charging $59 to put a head sculpt that kind of looks like the person, maybe not, on an existing body. And the bodies were not customizable at all. So, like, if I, for example, made a Hey Archer Power Ranger figure, obviously I don't have the shape of a standard Power Ranger. It'd have to be a plus size Power Ranger. Like, at 60 bones, I want my Power Ranger to look like a different one, not like the other ones I have on display. So you might as well lower the price, maybe $30, and just send me the head sculpt. Like, you should have just sent the head sculpts. It was very much looking like a cash grab. And I think people could see that, like, very blatantly, and we're like, I'm good. For actually, I'll post it on Instagram. My friend Mike Rice got myself and Amanda Funko Pops of us getting married. They weren't $100 for the two of them. But what's cool about Funko is Funko's, there's not much customization there. They're just like the color, eyes, accessories, done. They all kind of look the same. That's their gimmick. If I'm doing a 6-inch action figure, I don't want it to look just like every other action figure. That's a whole different, like, market. So I like the idea. I like what they were going for, but I think at $60 for the lack of customization you're getting, L. Because I also think if I don't know the ins and outs of this, but if I was them, I imagine you're making each figure 3D printed per person. You're not making molds and filling the molds like you're mass producing an action figure. So, like, you might as well spend all your resources on a decent head sculpt. And then if I can get a fat Ghostbuster with my head and, like, even the hands are my color with Hey Archer on the name tag, I'd buy it. I would buy it $100. Easy. But it was like they were trying to do two things at once, blatantly trying to reuse molds they already had. Doesn't work. All right. It's crazy. We are at 10 o'clock already. Let us fly through the crowdfund section. So speaking of Ghostbusters, the trap hit 15,600 people. We were correct, ladies and gentlemen. We hit the next tier on Thanksgiving. So we are now on the road to 18,000. At 18,000, we get the psychokinetic energy detection unlock, which is the PKE meter holster. Still waiting on Hasbro to announce anything else with this. Again, I've already backed it. Many of you have backed it. There's always a large push on the last day. So we're going to get this unlock. But if they want the unlock to come sooner, announce the stretch goal. Announce the stretch goal. That's what we want. As a reminder, there is the season's savings sales event happening now. So your chance to get some cool figures at 25% off if you're not a member, 35% off if you are. So head over there. Again, rule of thumb with me, buy stuff you cannot find in big box stores. If you can find it in a big box store and you want to run the gamble, you probably get a deeper savings at a big box store. Otherwise, this is a pretty good deal. I actually have the MJ Green Goblin 2-pack here. I'll probably unbox that on Hair True Live this week. Heading over to our favorite crowdfund, the Mothership from Super 7. It is, ain't gonna happen. Sorry. It's just not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Yeah, we've talked about it ad nauseum at this point. Sorry. All right, let us head to our favorite website, Box Office Mojo. Let's see how everybody did last week. I'm going to be actually clipping these every week, so we'll have a Box Office Mojo, aka Box Office Recap, clip every week here on the channel. So this past weekend, the Marvels dropped off top 5 altogether. So shout out to Disney on that one. The Hunger Games came in first place, followed by Napoleon, Wish, Trolls Back Together, and Thanksgiving rounding out the top 5. Real quick, something I've also been looking at here is release date changes. There's been a lot of movement going on here since the strike's finished. Dune 2 is moving up from March 15th to March 1st. So that was interesting to see. Something actually going up in time versus back. Heading to the Excel sheet, because you know we love a good Excel sheet. The Marvels opened at 46 mil. Right now it's at 76. We could say 77. Total international is actually doing better internationally. 112 million, bringing it to 188. Estimated budget 200 million. Needs 400 if we go by the rule of 2. Therefore, it's in the hole 211 million. On the sheet, I've been trying to add more details for us so that if we do deep dives, we can have more like information. Like, is it the same studios that are effing up? Are there relations with characters? Like, does this one character, are all their movies not performing? Like that kind of stuff. And something that I didn't realize, the creator, which lost money, is a Disney film. No idea. Disney produced it. I still want to see it. I'm really hoping it's a good movie. I know that it was huge in the content creator world because the movie was shot on Sony FX cameras, Sony FX3, I believe, which is a camera that you and I can buy right now and make YouTube videos on. So that was a big deal, and that saved them a bunch of money, but it seemed like it didn't save them enough. Opened at 14 mil. So far, it's not even hit 40 million. It's already on digital. Ended up pulling 97 mil on a budget allegedly of $80 million. That's insane. A movie like that budgeted at $80 million. If I found out the budget to this movie was $80 million before it released, I would have told you landslide success. There's no way they're losing money on this movie. So far down $62 million. Expendables. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. So, like I said, now we're going to be, paying more attention to estimated profit and loss on these movies as we do more of a deep dive. It's been fun to watch. It's been fun to watch a lot of these. Disney's Wish, that shit's down right now. It opened up at 19.5. Right now it's at 31. I was listening to Yahoo Finance today. They said that analysts of the box office were saying if it hits 40 mil in this day and age, we'll call it a success. And it barely passed that. So Disney has a lot of work on their hands. A lot of work on their hands. All right. We have to go. We have to wrap it up. One last thing before we go. Today at 12 Eastern on the NECA site. Again, right now, my number one contender for figure line of the year or figure company of the year, NECA. They are doing their autograph. Oh, God. Alex Murphy. There you go. They're doing their autograph Alex Murphy figures. They're going on sale today, 12 p.m. Eastern on the NECA site. So you get the Alex Murphy figure that we showed from New York Comic Con, him in his cop uniform, not Robocop, cop uniform, blasted up. But there's a limited run of autograph versions that come with a police badge signed by Peter Weller. So check that out. Goes up live today at 12 Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern. So I don't want you guys to miss out on that. There you go. I thought I could, I tell you, I said at the top of the show, I was deleting stuff off the Nerd News list, and I still couldn't get through all of it. Shout out to CM Punk, made his return. Shout out to R-Truth, made his return. Shout out to the Viper, Randy Orton, made his return. Shout out to Toys R Us, making its big return out there in the Mall of America. I was going to watch a video with you guys. Ran out of time. Last thing. I didn't want to short it, but I guess I have to. Allegedly, Mark Hamill is done with being the Joker. He said it's a wrap. He said, if I'm not opposite Kevin Conroy, it's not going to be a thing. So that sucks. I hate that news. I respect that news, but damn it. If more information comes out, we'll talk about that on a later episode. But that was a fun one. Shout out to Josh. He said good morning. He's off to bed. Yeah, he did his overnight shift. Kenobi said, I got the Force Ghost Pack. Did you back it? The movie looks like a joyless cash grab, The Marvels. Interesting. I thought you would have liked The Marvels. Patrick said, RIP, the Selfie Series and NBA line. If we don't believe voting with wallets is real, this is an example. Yeah. T3 says the price was too much. 60 should be a full body scan. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I didn't think the Selfie Series would last, but for the most part, it was a good concept. Yeah. Yep, and yep. Thank you all for being here. We hit an hour, 5 minutes. So I feel like Nerdy Coffee. I wish this could be a 2-day-a-week show outside of Hair to Live, truly. Because so much news happens in the course of 6 days that when we get to that 7th day and I'm finalizing the list, it's like, I don't even know where to begin and end. I don't know where to begin and end. But of course, we do talk about some of this stuff and more with some different beverages over at Hair to Live every Thursday, 8:15-ish p.m. here on Nerd Affiliated. But as you witnessed every Monday morning, 9 a.m.-ish here on Nerd Affiliated, we have Nerdy Coffee. 2 different shows, 2 different vibes. Either way, you're stuck with this guy. Like, comment, subscribe, pick up some cool merch, support your friends, and I'll talk to all you nerds in the next video. Peace. I almost hit the wrong button. We're out of here.
Wow.